Potentially dangerous. That's what let me say that again. That's how experts describe Mayor Martin Chavez's plan to extend the legal closing time of downtown bars in Albuquerque.
It's a pilot program approved by the state to curb DWI. But News 13's Michael Herzenberg reports some rehabilitation experts worry it could make the drunk driving problem worse.
DWI plagues New Mexico. Last year, drunk driving wrecks delivered a death on average every 2.5 days. Albuquerque Mayor Martin Chavez says state law actually adds to the problem.
State law says that at 1:45, liquor gets stopped. 2 o'clock, everyone out the door.
In July, Chavez proposed extending downtown bar hours. Alcohol sales would still stop at 1:45, but instead of ushering drunk patrons out at 2 o'clock onto the street, he wants to keep bars open till 3 to allow customers to sober up.
They could serve soft drinks, coffee, food.
But some experts say that plan simply won't work.
What would you say to Mayor Chavez about this?
Don't do it. I think it's not a good idea.
UNM retired psychology and psychiatry professor Dr. William Miller has written dozens of books on alcohol and drug abuse.
Staying open an hour later is going to make virtually no difference in the blood alcohol levels. But it may convince people they're now sober, and so I think, in a way, it may even be dangerous.
Misguided.
Dr. Derek Hamilton teaches UNM students about the effects of alcohol and drugs. He says soft drinks, coffee, and food won't sober you up.
Truly becoming sobered up after a night of drinking is going to require considerably more time than an hour.
The average person arrested for DWI in New Mexico blows a .18. Now, the body eliminates alcohol very slowly, so in just an hour, that average drunk driver is still drunk.
After an hour, there'll be a .17.
There's still aggravated DWI.
Well, yeah, and so now we're saying, okay, now you're good to go at 3 a.m.? I don't think so.
It's not going to do any good and may even do some harm.
Dr. Miller worries drunks already overestimate their ability to drive and underestimate their impairment.
That's just feeding right into one of the principal problems in drunk driving, which is people thinking they're okay to drive when in fact they're not.
These experts say it does more harm potentially than good.
Well, I'm not aware of the data that suggests that.
Mayor Chavez believes the body eliminates alcohol faster than UNM scientists say it does.
If you can add an extra hour and 15 minutes of no drinking, that gives the body an opportunity to metabolize some of the alcohol.
The mayor admits eating food and drinking soda and coffee won't sober you up. In fact, he agrees with the experts that the only foolproof path to sobriety is time.
This was never about, oh, gee, if you just open up for another hour, everyone's going to be sober.
But Chavez says this is also about crowd control. Right now at 2 a.m., the drunks hit the streets hard when the bars close, and that makes it difficult on police. But he says if you stretch that foot traffic over an hour, that will make the streets safer. Michael Herzenberg, KRQE, News 13.
The state approved the extension for 4 downtown bars, and it actually gives them permission to remain open until 3 or 3:30. Several other pubs have applied and may still be approved.